Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So you guys, it's actually the first time tonight that I sit down and read articles on the passing of, is it Kirsten Kluyts? I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. May her soul rest in peace. And it's the first time tonight that I sit down and I read about the case, and I've listened partly to his bail hearing, and yo, what a tragic story. Like, she was so young and she was pregnant, and I imagine, you guys, just that day, she went for that run even though she was pregnant, and she decided she was still going to participate, she was going to walk. And I imagine her looking forward to the baby coming, looking forward to the future, and not even knowing that that was going to happen that day. Like, what a tragic story. And what a tragic end of a day, you know. Now, the race finishes. She doesn't finish the race. And obviously they realize that she's nowhere to be found. And even though I don't know at what point they decided to look for her, because I'm still reading on the case, they decide to look for her because obviously she doesn't show up. She doesn't show up at home, and she also clearly didn't finish the race. They go look for her, and and then they found the body. But when they find the body is naked, and it's not far from the roads that she was walking, where the race was. She's naked. I mean, I don't think that there's anybody that is not going to think, if the body is naked, then there was, an act that was committed. Now, a young pregnant woman, murdered and found naked. Now you imagine how the family is going to feel about that. I still don't know if she was married, if she had a boyfriend, what her setup was like at home. But I do imagine, like the people that were close to her, how they felt, that day when they found her. And now you get to a point where somebody is arrested, because obviously everybody is thinking, who could do something like this, Then it turns out that it's a young black man, okay, 21-year-old young man who is at school, bright future ahead of him, all kinds of possibilities when it comes to his future. Young person that doesn't even look like, sometimes you look at a boy and you're like, yeah, he parallel or drug addict or something like that. No, just a clean boy, clean 21-year-old boy that nobody would think he would do something like that. How he is caught is he is caught on a CCTV camera wearing the victim's clothes, or should we say her top. Like, guys, like the act of committing the murder is evil in itself. But who takes the clothes of the person that they have just killed and wear the clothes? Whatever the reason is, who does that? Because Nobody wants to be associated with anything that has to do with a person that has just died. If a person has just died, even the criminal that would have committed that crime, that is known to be a criminal, would know not to do or to make sure that the clothes are not found anywhere near them. Who takes the clothes and wears them? Let's just say that, okay, fine, people are saying that it's possible that he did not commit the crime because his story is he found the body, lying there. He saw the body when close by because it was wrapped in a blanket, so he wasn't sure it was a person. So he went there, opened the blanket, he saw it's a person, It was facing the other way, turned it around, realized it's a woman, white woman at that. Then he decided to check if she was alive. I don't know, you guys. If I was passing by, but that is just me, if I was passing by somewhere, I'm seeing a blanket, number one, I'm going to be reluctant to even go near blankets, especially if it's shaped like it could be a human being. Because if a person is wrapped in a blanket, you can see the shape that this is a person or possibly a person. Then if I am brave enough, if I can gather enough courage to even go close by and then I unwrap it and I realize it's a person, I'm running. If I realize it's a human being, I'm running. And I'm telling the first person that I'm meeting, maybe later on, maybe after I have ran for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'm thinking, no, actually I should call the police, No, but he doesn't do that. He says he didn't do that. He checked the pulse, because he was checking if she's still breathing. Now I'm thinking, if you unwrapped the blanket and realize that it's a woman, and you didn't run and you didn't call the police, you were brave enough to be like, let me check the pulse to see if she's alive. You check it. You realize she's not alive. Only then you're like, oops, I might be in trouble here. So let me take off. Guys, listen, I want to hear Ubafana out, but there is just so much that is just not making sense. And I feel like at this point, even though I haven't watched all of it, I didn't watch all of the bail hearing, and I don't know how far they are now. I'm still going to watch. I feel like there's so much that just doesn't make sense. Bafana is not okay, you guys. He's not okay. Because even if we can convince ourselves that he did not kill that woman, how do we make sense of a young person discovering the body of a woman and then they decide to check if the person is alive? They discover the person has passed, instead of having that thing of, oh my God, even before you check the parts, you not having the thing of, this woman might need help, oh my God, somebody help. You're not having that. You check the pulse, everything. When you are done and you realize this person is dead, you're not thinking about the person. You're not thinking about the person that has died, that, I need to get somebody here. You think about yourself. Like, oh my God, they're gonna think I killed her. Okay, how do I get my DNA, off this place? Okay, let me take off the clothes. That is not normal behavior. Let me take off the clothes. That DJ, before he even wore the clothes, the fact that he thought, when he realized the woman is dead, instead of thinking, I need to get somebody here, I need to get the police here, I need to get whoever is the closest here to say, listen, I've discovered this body here. Him thinking, they're gonna think I killed this woman, let me take off the clothes. That boy is not okay. That boy is not okay. There's something that is not normal about his brain. And that's very, very dangerous, because he looks very normal. And there are people that are saying that they know the boy, he looks very normal. They don't think he committed this crime because of how they know him. That's very dangerous. That's even more scary that people feel like that when it comes to him, because it's easier when it's somebody that you can just say, Vele, this boy, Vele, this boy was very scary and he was always threatening people, uthanda ukwazi abantu, very parallel. You know, when it's somebody that is just normal, where people are saying, no, he's normal, you know. Then you guys, he moves on to take off the clothes, the pants, the sneakers. He says he only took them off because he couldn't take off the pants without taking off the sneakers. So he took off the sneakers too. Then he takes off the top because he said he had touched her. So he's trying to get the DNA of just this part and this part by taking off her clothes. But by doing that, he is likely even leaving more DNA on there. Then, because I'm like, yeah, he could have, maybe, let's just say that he did make a mistake and then he panicked and then he took off the clothes and then he was trying to hide them somewhere. Then he decides he's going to take off the shirt that he's wearing and hide the clothes, but take the woman's shirt and wear it. Who wears the clothes of the dead person that you don't even know? And it's a woman. It looks even weird when you look at that picture where that they took off him wearing it, because it's like, why is this man wearing a woman's top? But then you realize it's a dead woman's top. How do we even make sense of that if we ever going to want to believe that Bafana did not commit this crime? He took off just the act of taking off clothes of a dead person's body, because you know, if you take off the clothes, this person will be found by her family naked. Her family and friends are going to find her naked. But and if we are saying that, it's because he was thinking, he's a young person and he was thinking they're going to find DNA in her because he had touched her. So it was actually a good move on his part to remove the clothes so that they don't find him out. They don't find his DNA there. Why didn't he think about the fact that if he strips a woman naked and the woman is found dead naked, then that's even worse, because then the assumption is that you probably assaulted the person. He didn't think about the fact that the friends and family are going to find this. That is not normal. Not even if I take off the clothes, oh my gosh, she's going to be found naked. He wears the clothes and then he tries. I think I watched up until a point where he is trying to now put the clothes in the in the drain. I don't know if he takes off the t-shirt that he is wearing or that part. I don't understand if he took off the t-shirt and then put back his own and then but up until a point where he's putting the stuff in the drain. Even that is not making sense. He says he put it in the drain because he just assumed that if you put stuff in the drain, you never get it out, because he's never seen somebody get something out of a drain. But he's seen people put things in the drain. So I guess he assumed if you put something in the drain, then it just goes away. That's also not normal. But there's also something that he says, you guys. There's also something that he says, because he says that there are these glasses that he's talking about. I still need to find out the background of why they ended up asking him about these glasses. Because he says there's these glasses that he had in his room at Res. But those glasses don't belong to him, but they were in his room. So he gets asked, where did the glasses come from? He says that he lived at another Res. And when he lived at that Res, when he moved into that room, not the one that he was staying in when he got arrested, no. When he moved into that room, he had found glasses there. And he took them and started using them, I guess wearing them. So he has a thing of taking, because even that, you guys, I mean, if I find glasses somewhere that I don't know who they belong to, I don't want to have anything to do with. I don't know if the person is dead that, on this thing. I don't know. I don't want to use stuff that doesn't belong to me. And I find, even that is not normal. He has kept these glasses. Now he's living at another rise and he still has these glasses. Are we sure that these glasses he just found at another rise? Because he has a thing about, taking somebody's thing. But are people alive when he takes the stuff? Because we even have to question that. Where is the owner of those glasses? But he has a thing about, I guess, taking something. I and the yak when it's not, but it's a weird thing. Okay, listen, you guys. I don't know. I do wonder how the family is feeling. I do wonder if the family really thinks that he's innocent, because I think that it would be very hard if that was my son. But I also think that I would at some point have to have a thing of, listen, you're in trouble now, and I'm your mother, and I'm going to support you no matter what, but I need to know the truth. I need to know the truth, because even I'll be feeling like, why would you wear a dead woman's clothes? Why would you wear a dead woman's top? How are we going to get to a point where that makes sense? Because it does not make sense to me. It really just doesn't. It's bothering me while I'm watching this case. How are we ever going to get to a point where we're like, yeah, this is the reason he wore this top, okay? Now we understand. It didn't matter the woman, he just wore the top. Huh? And also, if I was a parent too, I think, even though I don't know, because when you're in the situation, when you're not in the situation, you think, if I was in the situation, I would do this. This is me doing that. But when you're in the situation, it's totally different. Even if I get to a point where I've set him down and he still says, Mom, I did not do it, and I feel like he's telling the truth, I would still want to get him psychological help, because it's not normal for anybody to want to take a dead person's item of clothing and put it on them. Whatever reason, whether they're the ones that killed the person, they're not the ones that killed the person, it is not normal to do that. On top of that, you guys, here's another thing. Let's just say that he did make that mistake. Let's just say he made a mistake. Yeah? He was walking, saw the body, and just like he did. Now he's in trouble. Because remember, his thing is, I was trying to avoid trouble, so I behaved this way. But now you're in trouble. Regardless of how you behave, you're in trouble now. Now, a 21-year-old guy that had his future ahead of him, all kinds of possibilities. Now you're in court, you're being accused of a serious crimes, serious charges. Are you not going to be in court in a state of desperation, in a state of hopelessness, in a state of, I am telling the truth, I made the biggest mistake of my life by not helping that woman. I made the biggest mistake of my life by not calling the police. I made the biggest mistake of my life by taking this woman's loss and wagon. Are you not going to be in the state of panic and desperation if you know, man? Instead of being there and be like, yeah, I'm not a criminal. I just turned a woman around and then I took her clothes. I wore them. Yeah. Like, he's not normal, guys. Any young person will be in a state of panic, thinking, I'm done. Because if I go to prison, it's probably going to be for life. And I'm losing everything, all of my hopes and dreams all of that, you're going to be in that state, not in a state of, no, I'm not a criminal. I sasithi sibonile Rosemary shame. I this one, guys, this one is very, it's scary, the way that he's like in court, because even if he didn't, he should be panicked by the fact that everybody thinks that he did. But he's like, yeah, no. That's how he's answering, because no, ngithe ngimthinte kabili, so ngimthintela ngamthintelana, I turn it around. Hey guys, but guys, I'm still watching the case, and maybe I'll start talking about it because it's interesting. I saw the father crying in court. But naye ekhala nje khona le drama vele bayenza ngangayi-understanda. Hayibo. Hayi umhlaba kaJehova shem. Bye.